Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Azhar Ali. Today I am going to present the first lecture of first week for the course General Mathematics and Statistics. My first topic is Introduction to Sets. Before starting my lecture, I would like to tell you about the overall contents of this course. The contents of this course are sets, real numbers, arithmetics and percentage, matrices, polynomials, geometry, trigonometry, calculation of parameters, area, volume, and inferential statistics. Now I would like to tell you about the basic idea of course objectives. The question is that why we introduced general mathematics and statistics at ADE level. Because knowledge of mathematics is the need of everyday person for a successful life. But for the teachers, a strong mathematics background is required. To fulfill this need, a course of general mathematics and statistics is being introduced at ADE level. So after completion of this course, the trainee teachers will be able to teach basic concepts of mathematics related to daily life, use the essential tools of basic mathematics, apply mathematics in the field of education, learn basics of statistics related to students' evaluation and assessment, and apply statistical knowledge in daily practice. Now I am going to start my first topic, which is set. What is a set? A collection of well-defined and distinct objects is called set. The objects called element of set. So there are two conditions: the collection of well-defined and distinct. Well-defined and distinct. For example, the collection of students having B grade in a class. This descriptio is well defined. Students having B grade distinct, students having B grade. So this statement is well defined and distinct. So this is a set, and each students having B grade is an element of the set. If we say the collection of students, so this is not well defined and distinct, but the collection of students having B grade in a class, so this is well defined and distinct. Similarly, another example, the collection of all cities in Pakistan, so this is a set. The descriptio is well defined and distinct. If we say the collection of all cities, then this description is not well defined, but the collection of specific country, the collection of cities in specific country in Pakistan, so this description now well defined and distinct. So this is a set, and each city in Pakistan is an element of the set. Now naming a set. A capital letter is used to name a letter. Elements of set are denoted by lowercase letters. Now notations, ways of representation of a set. By how many ways we represent a set? The first way is a descriptive form. There are four methods, four ways by which we represent a matrix. One is descriptive form, tabular form, builder notation form, and Venn diagram. So First of all, I would like to tell you about the descriptive form of a set. To give a verbal description to the elements of a set for specifying in a set is known as descriptive form of set. The description must be allow a conscious determination of which elements belong to the set and which elements do not. For example, the set of natural numbers from 1 to 5. This is the descriptive form of set. Tabular form or roster method. In roster or tabular form, all the elements of a set are listed. The elements are being separated by a comma and are enclosed within braces. For example, the set of natural number from 1 to 5. Now this is the descriptive form. Now how to write this descriptive form in tabular form? We can write as set A is equal to element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number from 1 to 5. Enclose these number within the braces and separate each element by a comma. Then this is the tabular form. Now set builder notation form. Set builder notation form has the general form as set of all variable such that, then putting the descriptive statement. The vertical bar, this symbol in the builder notation form is read as such that. For example, how to write this descriptive form in builder notation form? The descriptive form is a set of natural number from 1 to 5. This is the descriptive form. Now the second way is the tabular form. So the tabular form of the set of natural number from 1 to 5 can be written as, now the set builder notation form. Put variable x for all these elements. Set of all x denoted each element of this set such that x belong to natural number, and this notation read as and x greater or equal to 1 and x less or equal to 5. This is builder notation form. Now types of set. Empty set. The set with no elements is called the empty set or the null set, and it is denoted by the symbol pi or by this symbol. For example, the set of even prime numbers greater than 2 is a empty set. Empty set created by a false description. This description is false because there is no number which is even, prime and greater than 2. Even, prime numbers greater than 2. There is no number which is even, prime and greater than 2. Since this descriptive is false, so the tabular form will be empty set. Similarly, another descriptive statement, set of all x such that x less than 3 and greater than 5. There is no number which less than 3 and greater than 5. So this descriptive form is this builder notation form is false. So the tabular form will be empty. Subset and proper subset. The set A is a subset of the set B if every element of A is also element of B, and if A is a subset of B and B contains at least one element which is not in A, means that if each element of A belong to element of B and there exists at least one element in set B which not in A, then A is a proper subset of B. If A is a subset of B, we write A is a subset of B. If A is a proper subset of B, we write A is a proper subset of B. This symbol used for a subset and this symbol used for proper subset. If A is not subset of B, we write A is not does not subset of B. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3. This is a subset of B because each element of A belongs to set B. Because each element of A belongs to element of B, so A is the subset of B, and we write A is the subset of B. Similarly, set A contains the element 3, 5, 7. This set is not subset of B because only 5 belong to this set. 5 and 7 belong to this set, but element 3 of set A does not belong to set B. Each element of A does not belong to set B, so A is not subset of B. Similarly, A contains is equal to 1, 2, 3 is a proper set of B, written as A is proper set of B because each element of A 1, 3, 5 belong to B, but 3 elements of B 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, these element of B does not belong to element of A, and each element of A belong to element of B, so A is a proper subset of B. Note that the empty set is a subset of every set. Power set. The collection of all possible subsets of a given set A is the power set of A, and it is denoted by power set of A. For example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, then we can find the power set of A is pi 1. Write each single element in a set. So 4 subsets pi 1, 2, 3, and then write 1, 2 in a set, then 2 and 3 in a set, and 1, 3 in a set, and this set itself. So there are 8 subsets for this power set. There are 8 elements which is in the form of subset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these subsets called element for the power set of A. Using this formula, we can find number of subsets for a power set. For example, number of power set of A is equal to 2 power n, where n denote the element and set A. Since in this set there are 3 elements, so putting here 2 power 3 mean 2 multiplied 2 multiplied 2, 2 to the 4 and 4 to the 8. So there are 8 subsets for this power subset. Now equal sets. Two sets A and B are equal if A the subset of B and B the subset of A. If two sets A and B are equal, we write A is equal to B. For example, the set A contains the element 3, 4, 6, and the set B contains the element 4, 6, 3, 4 are equal. Since there are 3 elements in this set, an element are same 3, 4, 6. Two sets A and B are equal if A the subset of B and B the subset of A. Since each element of A belong to element of B and each element of B belong to element of A, means that A the subset of B and B the subset of A, so these two sets are called equal sets. Now universal set. A set U is called a universal set if all the sets under concentration are subsets of the set U. For example, this is set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, and B the set 2, 3, 5, 7, and C the third set 2, 4, 6, 8. then the universal set U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the sets under consideration are subset of this set. A is a subset of U, B is a subset of U, and C is also subset of U. So in this case, this U is superset. So this U set is called a universal set. Dear student, inshallah, in next lecture I will present the operation of sets. Now thank you for watching this video.